Yo, yo, yo. I'm back. I hope I'm back. What the hell? All right. YouTube. I see how y'all get it in. Okay. People. That was unexpected. That was very unexpected. Damn, they shut me down like that. Okay. All right. I mean, they really shut me down for okay. All right. I see how this goes. People, is one of the reasons. See, I know what YouTube doing. You know what I'm saying? This is what they doing. They know that a lot of people. What it is this. There are major companies who pay them, and they are really big in this draft stuff. And so when I get to showing things, or any person on YouTube get to showing things, that's where the problem come in at. Right? That's where the problem come in at. Because now we're taking away from the views from their TV deals and stuff like that. Is one of the reasons why some people are now going over to Twitch and other platforms to do this kind of stuff, because it is what it is. I don't know what happened, but I don't want them to shut me down, because I still want to give y'all a show for the draft. Bless me, excuse me. Okay. But let me just tell you, we was getting into TJ Vatcher, and so since they've already have deemed me enemy of the state, I'm gonna be cool. Okay, I'm gonna be cool, because they've already said you enemy of the state. Out here showing these people things that we want to show. And so we'll talk about it. We'll get into it, and we'll talk about it, and have some fun with it. But I didn't realize that they shut me down like that. That you know, it's just what YouTube do. So let's get into some stuff. I'll still break it down from this perspective, because I wanted to do this anyway. But yeah, I can't believe they shut me down. Like, that's how we feeling. So obviously the first person I showed y'all was Marquez Stevenson. And so with Marquez Stevenson, I wanted to make sure that I brought certain things to the forefront. First thing y'all got to understand is this is a guy who's been on that team for 4 seasons. This season right here, 2018, 75 catches, 1,019 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. We know that people fall in love with stuff, but here's a guy who has 22 total touchdowns, 24 when you add in the 2 rushing touchdowns. All right. Yeah, YouTube police happened, people. They pulled up on me and was like, "Oh, hell nah," to the no. I don't know if it was the "I Smell Smoke" song or what, but they shut that boy down faster than a massage parlor that's giving you a happy ending. So it is what it is. What I like about this dude game is he has explosion. He's fast. He's a kick returner and a punt returner. As you can see right here, 3 kick returns for a touchdown. That's pretty damn good. You know, the second guy I gave you was Tamarion Terry, guy out of Florida. See here, go back. See here, they got him at 6'4". I think it was Steve-O who corrected that and said, nope, he's more at 6'2". So I mean, if they line about height, you can imagine that some of them 40s ain't real, but they got him at 6'4" here. But 6'2", 6'4", it don't matter. It's the production I look at. 18 total touchdowns, 60 catches for almost 1,200 yards. Now, the COVID year, a lot of games getting canceled and all that good stuff, but that's a lot of damn production in that short period of time. And he was a huge beast. So 100%, you see that there's some production here. Now, granted, he's not one of those guys that I can say is a kick returner, but the big frame and his ability to go deep, like I said, I see Brandon Marshall type skill sets there. This is Amon-Ra St. Brown from USC. And as you can see, he got 3 years of experience, 77 catches here, 16 total touchdowns. You throw in the 1, that brings it to 17 total. But he can return kicks. So right here, you got 2 kick returns, not too bad. Another guy who can get her done and get it in. Let me go to my next one because I want to make sure I hit on all my prospects. They all have something in common. This is the one that everybody love to talk about, Mr. Dwayne Axtridge. Right here, they got him at 5'9", 190. I think I saw somebody put in there that he was I think they put in there that he was 5'8". I don't doubt it. I got Steve-O who said Terry was injured in the new coach staff this season. I mean, again, a late round talent in my opinion. I didn't even dig that far into it. I just watched the football film. I probably should do more research into the injuries, though, to be honest with you. But man, like if you look at these numbers, you may go, "Oh, ain't nothing special," but 15 touchdowns, bro, is pretty decent for a college career when you're not even getting a lot of the reps. I just like his explosiveness, and I think that he can bring something to the table. The fact that he can also return kicks is huge, right? He got a touchdown here, but you're talking about 6 games that he played in 2020, 7 returns, 467, and a touchdown. I'll take it. Yes, he's short. It's a lot of short receivers who play well, but yes, he's short. I then gave y'all Ern Smith Marset out of Iowa. I believe he's the next like AJ Brown. He plays very aggressive. His swag is off the chart. 14 total touchdowns. And then you got to add in the 4 that he got rushing. So that's 18 total touchdowns. He's a guy that, you'll give it to him and it's going to be crazy. Antoine Randall L. career stats is 23 of 30 for 366 yards and 7 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. Intriguing. 5'8" or 5'9", either way, he's a baller. I go by the tape. I don't go by nothing else. I just go by the tape. And the tape tells me that these are high volume guys who just, for whatever reason, whether it be injuries, short seasons, new coaching staffs, or whatever, I think they have what it takes to be a Detroit Lion and to be successful. Then I gave y'all Anthony Schwartz. This is the guy who's a speedster out of Auburn. Another guy I like. A guy who, again, got his fair shots of passes, but look, a lot of reverses ran. That's why he got 7 touchdowns there. Then he got 6 as a receiver. So that's 13 total touchdowns. And again, he's somebody who, has the ability to do some things all over the freaking field. I like his speed. I like what you can get out of him. I think Troy, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, y'all would never know what y'all did for me yesterday. And I don't know how to put them in words, but I appreciate that. So like I said, I want to put a show on for you, and my goal is to do just that. But again, I can't thank y'all enough. So I just wanted to let y'all know how much I do appreciate what y'all did. So here's another guy though that I think Anthony Schwartz is like, he different. He just different on every level. He just different. I want y'all to take a look and dig into the stats. Clemson. This is my man's right here. Dude, he a football player. Amari Rogers. He's a football player. I like him a lot. You would never knew that he had 77 catches for 1,020 and 7 touchdowns. You would have never knew it. Like 15 total touchdowns right there. He got one as a rusher, so that's 16 total right there. And then look, he's got kick and punt return duties. Right? One touchdown out of that punt return, 2 kick returns. Again, a guy who's just a football player, man. Man, y'all gonna have me on here crying today. Y'all not, like I said, I can't thank y'all enough, man. This is where they shut me down at. I don't know if they wanted to keep this man a secret. I don't know if they didn't want us talking about this man. The 6'6", 215-pound TJ Vaster out of Texas Tech. They didn't want me talking about him. The production does not look great. It's because he's not really good at route running. But he still had 21 touchdowns, people. Get that to y'all mind for a minute. 21 touchdowns. His route running is like blah. It's 100% blah. Like I'm not impressed with his route running. He needs a lot of work on that area. But his ability to just go and get the damn ball, oh my God. It's nuts. It's nuts. And he catch the ball so far away from him that like it just stood out to me. But 21 touchdowns, bro. You know, look, there, Dr. Pepperoni says Luke out here giving away state secret. I know they shut me down. Like, oh, you gonna just tell about who I want? The next person is a guy that I like, but I think he's aggressive. I think that he has good playing style, but I think that at times he gets lazy when the ball not coming his way. But he's 6'3", 211, according to this particular website. Seth Williams from out of Auburn. I noticed Seth Williams watching Anthony Schwartz film, and I was like, "Oh, who's that down? Who's the guy on the other side getting it in?" And I went and looked, and I saw the numbers, and I was like, "I can get with that. 17 total touchdowns. A guy who's a big body. He, to me, hate it or love it, to me, he has the potential to be like a Marvin Jones, a guy who can be a deep threat. It's just that, like I said, I've noticed in a few different games where the ball wasn't going his way, he can care less. But you talking about a guy that you can, yeah, that's Seth Williams. It says, that's right, Seth Williams is 6'3". Appreciate that, Steve-O. See, look at that, Steve-O in here fat checking these streets. Appreciate you. But he's a guy that I've noticed in watching film with somebody else. If he get that ball in his hand and you talking crap to him, he gonna make you pay. He gonna bully you in ways that you didn't know. He's gonna push you. He's gonna pull you. He don't care. He'll jump over you. I like what he brings to the table. This guy right here, I think, needs to get way more conversational pieces. Osiris Mitchell, Mississippi State, 6'5", 210 pounds. I'm sure Steve-O is going to fact check that for me. Appreciate it if you do. 14 total touchdowns. I realized that he had a similar problem. I think his quarterback was Costello. I think I said his name right. Costello or something like that. That was his quarterback. And I felt like at times this man was open. Or was it Mod? It was one. I'm trying to think which one of the damn quarterbacks it was, Mississippi State. It'll come to me in a minute. Anyway, I remember watching, I watched 4 different total games before I put together the film to show you these guys. And the first thing I noticed immediately with this guy was 100% no BS. He said he had it. He had it. I'm actually confused why he's not getting more press. This guy stood out to me because I saw him make some very dangerous KJ Costello. That's his damn name. I knew it was something like that. Right? Like I knew it was something like that. I just can't remember what it was. But this dude, not only does he snatch the ball out the air, he showed good signs of route running. And I saw in his film where some of these catches, I'm not sure how he made. I'm dead serious. And he showed a decent amount of speed. So we got that guy. And the last person on my list, the last person, which would make the receiver number 11 that I watch film on, and I don't, I can't show the video because they out here shutting me down, is Tennessee's Josh Palmer. Now here again, it says that he's 6'2", 210 pounds. So just putting it out there. It says Scary Terry drops a lot of balls. He did. I think what you saw in that regard was ball placement and him trying to bring them in certain situations. And I think sometimes it was just him losing focus of the ball. But what he brings to the table is his ability to get behind defenses and underneath and take it the distance. So he showed power in that regard. But this man right here, Palmer, I can't even tell you who in the hell his quarterback was. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't even care to look it up. All I knew is in watching film, he was open a whole lot. And them passes was just not one coming to him, or two was way out of his range. Some of the passes that he even caught, I remember thinking, like, holy shit. Like, what is this? Like, it makes no sense to do this. This dude got 7 total touchdowns, not because he sucked, because he don't have nobody to throw him the damn ball. Go and watch the film on him. It says Mitchell's is right. He is 6'5". Thank you. But go and watch this dude film. This dude just literally just go to YouTube, type in Josh Palmer, and put the word versus, and just watch a whole game, every snap, and take your time going through it. He's a beast. Check out Jacob Harris at a UCF. I would have to add him to my list to check out, but I would do so. And I'm adding him to my list now as we speak. So thank you. Y'all think I be joking. When y'all give me names, I really do go and watch a whole lot of damn film on them, and I'll sit there and watch it and just keep my eyes on it and be like, okay, what's going on here? So definitely gonna check them out. Now, this damn dude here, can somebody in the chat tell me who in the hell was Tennessee's quarterback? Like, seriously, who in the hell is Tennessee's quarterback? Buffed Up says Chase or Damar Brown. I think Brown is getting more press and could end up going in the first round. He could go in the second, but I think he can end up going in the first. Chase obviously going in the first, and this entire list is not about first round talent, but this entire list is about players who you can get through rounds 2 through 7. And I'm just being honest that, this goddamn Palmer, I swear I was probably like not even 4 games. I was probably like 2 games in, and he was just freaking open. And I'm like, can the quarterback get him the damn ball? Nope. Then when he was open, the quarterback was throwing, like, who in the hell is the quarterback? Josh Milton from Michigan is not there. Oh my sweet. I know he happy he gone. Josh Milton is going over to Tennessee. Damn it. That's bad news for Michigan State. We enjoyed playing him. Okay. I see what we're doing here. It says Harris is 6'5". Ran a 4.3. I don't really care about the 40s. I'm not buying the 40s this year. I'm sorry. But I'm not buying nobody 40 this year. But now you got me wondering. Let me go and take a look at him real quick and look at the stats. And then I'll look him up really, really quick. I want to see, do the stats match up to what I'm going to see on film. And he at UCF, right? UCF. All right, here we go. All right, so let me see. I want to make sure that 6'5", 211. That's a big boy. Stats looking a little interesting. Let's see. Let's bring this on back. All right, so this is the receiver that they're talking about. Jacob Harris. 9 touchdowns. UCF quarterback. I wonder who that guy is. I'm going to go watch film on him, though. I'm intrigued with the numbers because I'm like, that's a lot of touchdowns right there, and the yards is not there. So I wonder, is he just a deep threat or a red zone receiver? Like, what is how are they treating him? It's a quarterback. Because to me, Josh Palmer, in my opinion, his career would have been even better if he had been at anywhere but Tennessee. I just saw too many times where that dude was open. But there go 11 guys that I think fit the mold of what we are. We got one Josh Palmer from Tennessee. We got Osiris Mitchell from out of Mississippi State. We got Seth Williams out of Auburn. We got TJ Vasher out of Texas Tech. We have Amari Rogers out of Clemson. Anthony Schwartz out of Auburn. Amir Smith Marset, I hope I said that right, out of Iowa. And then we have Dwayne Astrich out of Western Michigan. Amon-Ra St. Brown out of USC. And Tamarion Terry out of Florida State. And Marquez Stevenson out of Houston. You don't even got to wait the first round pick to get them. You get speed, you get height, you get route runners, you get kick returners, you get punt returners, and guess what? You haven't even begun to waste it. Half the receivers that I listed, you can probably pick up in rounds 3, 4, 5, or 6. Half of them. And the truth is this, that 9 times out of 10, most Lion fans ain't going to understand it, but the reality is you do not have to break the bank for this to work. You just don't. Now, I'm going to take any questions y'all have. Again, we are talking receivers today. So if you want to talk, let's talk receivers. Let's talk about receivers. Don't give me no receivers in the first. I don't want no receivers in the first because that's too easy. Demoy Brown reminds me of a bigger Ted Ginn Jr. A bigger Ted Ginn Jr. I don't know if I ever seen that comparisons, to be honest with you. But I do know Ted Ginn was something different. But now I'm gonna go back and watch more Brown to see if I can see that comparisons. That's not a bad one. To be honest with you. So if you see that, then hey, more power to you. One funky Lion fan says Arkansas State Jonathan Adams. I already know about him. So I have been brought up to speed on that man a while ago. What can I say? He's somebody that's on my radar. That's how I'm gonna put it. Let's get to these questions though. It says, I wouldn't be mad if we picked a receiver in the second round. Okay. I mean, you can certainly get them later. They both drop balls. D.I. Me Brown. Oh, that's how you pronounce his name. Got it. Thank you. You seen the wide receiver from Oklahoma State, Luke? I can't remember his name. Are you talking about hold on, give me a minute. Oklahoma State. God. Oklahoma State. Just give me a second. It's gonna come to me. I know it's gonna come to me because you ain't the first person, or it might have been you. Somebody has told me about that guy a few times from Oklahoma State. Was it you? Oh, shit. Damn it. Now you got me up here thinking. What is his damn name? I'm gonna Google it and look it up because I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Because I think somebody had just told me about him on Friday. Let me see. I'm drawing a blank for real. Taylor Wallace? Oh, Don Bird did it for me. Thank you. I was struggling, bro. I was struggling, bro. I'm like, dog, I know dog name. I could not remember his name for the life of me. But that guy, yeah, Taylor Wallace right there. There he go. All right. I'll watch some film on him. I think he okay. I think you can get him later too. That's the part I like about it. Barely Bones says, I love Elijah Moore. Okay. Dude slept on. I don't think he that slept on. He getting a lot of praise. Semi Fowaku Stanford. Fohoko. And I watched Stanford because I like their head coach. Luke, what do you think about Daz Fitzpatrick from Louisville? I don't. The name is not ringing a bell. But I will check him out because I'm not familiar with him, so I would have to go and look at the film and see what it showed me. So unfortunately, I can't tell you anything about him because the name does not ring a bell. I think you're the first person to bring him to my attention, and so I'll add him to my list of people to take a look at. The goal is for people to understand that if we don't take a receiver in the first round, we will be all right. Okay. We don't have to go out our way to go nuts. Now, when I watched the film of Tutu, however you pronounce it, I didn't notice that no other receiver standing out in his film like I did with this St. Anthony Swartz, but I'm gonna check him out. Fans just want the hype behind the name instead of the actual talent and fit for the team. That's facts. That's 100% facts where they're just looking for the name, and it's like, yo, can a dude perform and play? Can he give you something on your team to help you win this year? Let me see. Izzy said, don't know, but one will be better than Goff. I don't know what's going on with that. How does Nico Collins factor into all these wide receivers you listed? I think he factors into being like a late draft pick. The problem with Nico Collins to me, the fact that he sat out last year, I'm cool with. But before him sitting out, I just think that he was just meh. Like I was not impressed with him. Like he didn't always run the best routes. Sometimes he allowed the cornerback to bully him up front, and it was a lot to be desired in my opinion. If I'm putting him on my list in terms of what I just listed in terms of receivers, he'll be behind a whole lot of people. And that's why I think he's going to be a super late draft pick, if not go undrafted. I mean, I'm just not that big on Nico Collins like that. I understand he had to sign the size and stuff, but I just didn't see it. Now, that's Tokyo Rockstar has a good point. He didn't have a good quarterback. That could be a problem. But I didn't see enough on film for me to be like, you know, it is what it is. Luke, didn't he do a wide receiver in the last name St. Brown? I did do a St. Brown. Amon St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's how you pronounce his name. O-line, linebacker, wide receiver for R-Mac. I can follow that. What's a reach of a pick, but you can live with in the first and second? And the first pick, if you trade out of the top 10 and take Parsons, I can live with that. I still think it's a reach, but I can live with it. In the second round, a receiver, because I think there's enough receivers for you to wait past the second round and be okay. You don't have to go out and just decide that receiver. This receiver class is deep. I'm talking deep. Trayvon Grimes out of Florida. I have watched film on him. Two things stood out with me about him was when the play wasn't going his way, he was 100% just neglectful. And it was not cool at all. He did make some jaw-dropping catches in a few games, but overall, the little bit that I saw of him, I was like, he didn't jump off the screen for me. And so, he got to be one of them guys who got to prove me wrong. Let's see. They're talking about that quarterback talk again. All right, let's see. Steve-O, wide receiver Jonathan Adams is Arkansas State. Cornell Powell Clemson. I know his name came up a few times. He did jump out, but here's my other issue with Cornell that I thought about. How much of that was because of the talent on Clemson? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was one of the questions I asked with Okuda where I really wanted to know, like, who did he go up against that he shut down to be a shutdown corner? When I watched Powell, I think it was so much talent and stuff going on over there that he benefited from that. And I don't know if he can come in and help us. Now, as a late round pick, sure, right? Because he's shown that if you put him around other people, he'll perform up to par. But I don't know if I was fully into it. One funky Lion fan, Elijah Moore is not slept on, Buzz. Some people have him early second. Yeah, I don't think Elijah Moore is slept on at all. Jalen Darden, North Texas. He was another guy that I was going to add to the list, but I took off the list for two reasons. One, I watched some of the Northern Texas games, and there was, I want to say it was two particular game films that I watched where I felt like he was supposed to be doing 100% full domination, and I did not see it. And the reason I wanted to see was he going to have that was because the teams that he was going against, I looked at their roster, and the tallest person on their team was 6'1", and then that's including linemen. So I was like, yo, he should have been beast mode out there, and it didn't happen. Let me see. Keep going down. She Smith out of South Carolina. I have not checked his film yet, so I'll add him to my list to look at. I need to watch Darden because I heard a lot of good about him. The dude can play, but I just wish I saw a little bit more dominance in certain games. Frank Darby out of Arizona State. Okay. I did watch his film because somebody else told me about him. I had one really big problem with Frank Darby. Just one big problem. It was just not consistent play. No matter what film I watched, he would have two downs where he'll run a hard route, full court. Bam, stick his feet in the dirt. And then I get like 2 or 3 routes where it's just like, I'm here. I guess I could do this. It's not really coming my way. Why am I going to work harder? That shit bothers me. It bothers me. I need you to want to play and play hard. Crimson Shadow says, got a receiver you don't want, Luke. Is it a receiver I don't want? Devontae Smith. Not because I think he sucks, because he's going to probably cost you a first-round pick, and he's never going to live up to that bill. He's just not. Not on this team. Not on this team. He's not going to live up to the bill. So I just don't see that happen. Let me see. Lion King Lance. Okay, so I see we still with the quarterback talk. Why nobody talking about Ohio State wide receiver Chris Olave? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's because when you start to go through the entire skill sets of most of the receivers, like even the ones I showed you today, in the part 1 of the video, you'll notice that they have speed, or they have good route running, or they have certain things that they are extremely well at, whether it be jump balls, deep balls, slant routes, stuff like different routes and stuff. I don't remember hearing anything about any Ohio State people. And when I think about Ohio State, I picture them as a team that runs the ball and play defense. And I know that they got receivers because obviously Justin Fields wouldn't be doing all that stuff if he wasn't having receivers to throw to. But it's a good question. I don't know why we're not talking about Ohio State receivers. Let me see. Josh, what is that supposed to be? I have no clue what that's supposed to be. I'm sorry, Joey, 2 times. With a name like that, I would think I would remember that. I don't know what the hell that is. So I'm sorry. K. Johnson, San Diego State University. Let me see. Grimes is the forgotten guy who made trash look good. Okay. Let's see. Tutu Atwell from Louisville. Love him. Austin Watkins, wide receiver, UAB. Never heard of him. Sorry, Don Burr. I'm adding to my list, though. Y'all give me some stuff to look at. Oh, he isn't coming out until next year. That's probably why I don't know nothing about him. Now, that name would have stuck out to me, but I don't. That's the Ohio State guy, right? It just ain't there. I don't go that far deep into it. They got his 40 time already recorded, though. Interesting. Nico Collins never had a good quarterback. Luke, didn't he do a wide receiver with the last name? Oh, let me go on down, son. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm behind, y'all. I'm behind. My bad. Let's see. So we basically the guy from Ohio State is still in school, they saying. Everybody's saying he's not coming out. So, I mean, that's probably why I didn't hear nothing. D. Williams is saying that, yeah, a lot of people saying he's not coming out. Cap Ice Cold says he still likes Cade Johnson from South Dakota State. I mean, do we got to get him in the first? Do we got to get him in the second? And do we got to get him in the third? If your answer is no, he's already been added to my list, and I'm gonna take a look at it. Any other questions y'all have? Any other questions y'all have? Let me know. So we can talk about it. I do got another group coming tomorrow. I'm not gonna tell you what that group is. You just got to stay tuned and tune in tomorrow. I'm scared to hell to do this now because they already shut me down once. So I got to figure out how to get these guys out there. You know what? I think I know how I'm going to work around it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work around this in a way, and then y'all going to do some more research to do it. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I think it'll work then. All right, let's see. Make sure I ain't forgetting nobody's question. 5'9", 155 off of my board. Why? What they got to do with anything? Deshaun Jackson not big. He's still playing somewhat. Let me see who else out there that's not big. It's a few receivers that's not really big, and they perform. Fourth or fifth round, then yeah, we talking. we talking. Now we talking. Like I said, he's been added to my list. I will definitely be watching some film on him. Once I hear these rounds where we can get guys way past the round 3 at the receiver position, I'm good because I really believe that it's a mistake for us to take a receiver higher than third. I just think it is. Luke, check out Blake Prowl from East Carolina. I think he's the wide receiver Holmes will go after. Is that Ricky Prowl's son? Like, I know he had a few sons. Is that his son? Y'all know if that's his son or not. But I'm intrigued. You know, you got my curiosity, so I will add him to my list as well. Cause that give me something to look at today. So, let me see what else we got out here. And you know what's funny? As y'all drop all these names in here, so that is Ricky Prowl's son. Interesting. Okay. All right. As y'all drop all these names in here, y'all should really be thinking to yourself, why in the hell would we ever take anybody first? Look at the names. Like, I gave y'all 11. Y'all probably done gave me at least another 8 receivers. Like, that's how crazy this draft is. Question, what's your surprise? What would surprise you on draft day? Like, what's something you don't think will happen but could? What would surprise me if the Lions stand at 7 taking a quarterback? I think it could happen, but I don't see it happening. I think there's 0% chance we take a quarterback at 7th overall. Something else that would surprise me is taking taking Parsons at 7. I don't see it happen, but I can see it. I can see if we traded out it happening, but I just don't see the logic in it. Something else that would probably shock me in this draft is the Lions trading future first-round picks to move around in this year's draft. I don't see it happening, but that would blow my mind because you have future capital with more time to evaluate talent, and to give that up would just it would just be ridiculous. Detroit Rage says, "Yo, what up, though?" One funky Lion fan is Dax Millen from BYU coming out. Not sure. I generally, when it comes to the draft, I don't jump to next year's draft until after the draft is over. Because at that point, it gives me a little bit of a window to kind of just dial in on it. So Don Burr said he seems slow to you. So him. So let's see. Jackson went to the Rams. Good for him. Cole Beasley, smaller, and he's still nice. Yeah, he gets the job done. Yeah, I like the fact that that's Ricky Probe's son, because a lot of times those guys put a lot of work into their kids being good. So that's awesome. I'm a huge fan of Collins at third. I'm just not a huge fan of Nico Collins. I'm sorry. But I do think Tokyo Rockstar makes a good point that he didn't have a good quarterback, and so I had to take that into consideration. Bruh, I would be so excited if the Lions picked up Palmer in the 4th or 5th. Oh my God, that dude. Palmer could end up being the steal of this draft. I don't understand how he's not getting more talk, but it is what it is. I really want to see what Tommy Kennedy in the slot, man. You talking about our receiver on our? I don't think he's gonna make it. I don't think he's gonna make it. You got to look at the number of people who are going to be undrafted receivers. Then the number of people who are going to get cut and put on practice squad. I don't think he's going to make the team. Just wait till we draft the kid who threw the shoe in Florida. LSU costing the game, bruh. Oh my God. Yeah, that was an interesting story. They are small, but none of them are under 160. Man, listen, a few peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and some oatmeal, you'll be all right. Get some grits in your life. Shoot, that's a staple for me. That's how I was staying bulked up and keeping my protein up. I ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to death, with bananas and honey, because that was like life. I had a lot of oatmeal, and I did a lot of fish and grits. So I'm just saying, wouldn't be there. I should ask y'all what group to do next, but I think I want to do this one group next because I think it's important. I really hope we leave the draft with more future capital, not less. I think we will. I think there's opportunity there for us. It's just a matter of like what people are going to be offering and how far we're willing to move down to take other pieces. Let me see. Do you think Josh Palmer has more upside than Nico Collins? I do. 100% I do. Even though we can question both of their quarterbacks, I literally just saw where Palmer was open. Like he was just flat the hell out open. And the quarterback never saw him. I mean, he worked the hell out of the corners, and he would kill the DBs 24/7. And the QB was just like, oh, do-do-do-do-do, what, boo, do-do-do-do-do-do. Like, that's all he was doing. And with Nico, I saw where they were forcing passes to him and throwing the ball in his direction, but I just felt like it wasn't enough separation when he ran routes. I just wasn't impressed with him like that. And so, yes, I do think the upside for Josh Palmer is way higher than Nico Collins. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm missing a. Have you done a video on She Smith from South Carolina? I have not. No, I have not. Sorry about that. Because now I got to go back. I made videos, and now I got to go back and redo them because they shut me down, and I don't want to risk being shut down before the draft get here. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. So that's why some of these new names I'm getting that I was not even paying attention to, I'm going to take those and look. Marco Wilson, that guy that threw the shoe, is a nice athlete, but his tape isn't that great. But he's throwing a damn shoe, though, bro. Like, what? This is America, bro. We're not throwing shoes at people, bro. Like, come on, man. We can't be with that. Come on, bro. Galladay didn't have a good quarterback in college, and it was a steal. Good point. Good point. Devon Smith need to go all you can eat buffet. Oh my God. Y'all silly. All right, good people. Let me see. Oh, wait, I see some more questions. I ain't seen none at first. Let me get down here. Let me go down here. You should do safeties next. Interesting. That's a good one. I shouldn't I? Okay. I might take. I'm taking that into strong consideration to do safeties next. I got to readjust the videos I made because, you know, it is what it is. Lion King says, Luke, you seem in good spirits today. Life goes on. Yeah, I gotta live. I got kids. I got kids, but the biggest thing is the messages that I got from y'all. Man, trust me, what y'all did. When people say words have power, and there's power in numbers, and the amount of love and positive energy I got from y'all, it helped. I slept so much better because I read every message. I responded to every single message. I didn't care if it was 1,000 of them. I responded to every single one of them with a thank you so much, because with the words that y'all were using and the things y'all were saying, it hit home for me in a lot of ways. And it really helped this process and a lot. So yes, I'm in a much better place today. But that's because of what the words that you guys had and what y'all talked about and what y'all said. So to you, I say thank you, and I can't say it enough. My family thanks you, and that is what it is, man. So that's what it is. Peyton Turner, DN from Houston. I think he's got a little potential. All right. Thoughts on Walker Little, offensive tackle from Stanford. So I actually watched Stanford because I really want their head coach. David Shaw, to me, it's something about this man. I don't know how he's doing this in Stanford. I like what I see out of him as a head coach, but I think Walker Little should be a guard. Not saying that he can't be like a good right tackle, or anything like that. It's just that when I watch his play and I think about, especially if you're talking about him coming to the Lions, is where we got to ask the question. I then get to a point where I say, okay, I think he should be a guard. I think that the amount of speed and the techniques that are utilized in the NFL, I couldn't find too much tape of him getting that same type of heat at Stanford. I just didn't see it. So that's what I would do. Lions take a D tackle. Ouch. Look, you said like Shy Smith. Oh, okay. I told you I suck with names. I'm sorry. Because every time I listen, I had somebody at work, a client. I can't tell you the last name, but the first name was Isaiah. ISAH. And I was like, what? What? How, Sway? That's not Isaiah at no level. But that's why it was pronounced. I left it alone. So that's why when it comes to names, I suck at it because I can't understand what people mean by the names. You know, what may be. Let me see. I'm trying. You know how like names have like devils like Xavier may be pronounced Xavier, and stuff like that. So it's just I wait for somebody to tell me how their name is pronounced. Let me see. Make sure I ain't missing nothing. What do you think of the D tackle Bobby Brown? Bobby Brown. What school is that? Can you give me the school, please? Bobby Brown. Name sound familiar, but I don't know the school. School and number, please. The ref said that gave him a penalty for throwing the shit 20 yards down the field. It's still funny as hell. Oh my God. That's probably, he said he hasn't played in 2 sets. That's probably why I couldn't see him going against no real talent going against him. Because I was trying to find like film, and I watched Stanford when the games are on TV, but I think he should be a guard. Brown, I like him, Steve-O. Texas A&M. Is that where he's supposed to be at? Texas A&M. I didn't go and watch that. Shit. Played great when he was out there and did an elite job. Interesting. Okay. All right, good people. Well, I gotta go. I got to go, but I am subbing. Appreciate you, Spencer Waddle. I will be live again tomorrow, probably about 5 or 5:20. And I gotta end every show on a positive note because why else will we do it any way around? My positive quote gonna be a little political, but I'm gonna try my best to keep it too relevant. Today's positive quote comes from a very unlikely source. One of my characters that I enjoy a lot because I think he's probably one of the more underrated fictional characters. That is one Mr. Casey Jones. That's right, people. Casey Jones from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's right, that bad man there. He says, lawbreakers, justice will always find its way to you, even if you think you can do it in the dark. Justice will see what you did. Ladies and gentlemen, understand that what you do in the dark will always come to light. There's no such thing as hiding it. If you have to hide it, chances is that what you're doing, you know it's wrong. And no matter how much energy you put into doing what you think is wrong, what is good and right will always find its way out of you in some form of fashion. See, it must expose you. It's the only way that works. It's one of the reasons why one of our prominent YouTubers just got exposed for doing some undespicable things. And you know why? Because there's no such thing as doing things in the dark. There's no such thing as doing things wrong. I charge you to do what you have always done, what I've seen you do in one day. And one day I've seen you do it. It's just be human, be kind, be sweet, do the right thing. Make sure that you tell somebody that you don't know, that you never met today, that you appreciate them or that you are appreciated. Because the more time you spend doing what's wrong, well, the more time they're going to have to expose it in the light. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I will be back at it again with another group of players that we can draft between rounds 2 and 7 with a whole nother different group that is based on Detroit Lions need. Jack Frost says, Luke, all the Lions who wanted a wide receiver at 7, they reported your video. Yeah. Oh, you gonna come in here showing us late round talent and they good? With that being said, enjoy 420. If you are one of those people who partake in that lifestyle, more power to you. Go and enjoy you some Mystical, Still Smoking, and I Smell Smoke. Those are 2 of my favorite songs. And as always, don't be no chump. We'll be back at it tomorrow. So please do your research. I am out.